Birds, and welcome to Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Got an awesome show planned tonight. You know what? I just changed. We're a little tardy because I changed it up at the last minute. You know, I was gonna do a little accountability video, but I want to do another show rather, in regards to where my other kids' McDonald's at. Because I'm pretty sure you guys, just like I have noticed, going over this, social media frenzy about a young lady who chastised one of her kids' father because he didn't bring a combo meal for the other children. And you see a rainbow of different discussions and different responses of he was right, he was wrong, she was right, she was wrong. And I want to have an open discussion tonight because then, again, we're talking about what mother kids McDonald's, what exactly is he responsible for? And so I want everybody to make sure, we give them like an open discussion, everybody tying in. Again, tonight's show is where mother kids McDonald's at.
Right.
Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's up, brother?
Man, hey. What's happening, man?
A little tardy. Sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties.
You ain't tired as long as you arrive, baby.
That's right.
What's up to my other producer, Slick 316? What's up, Reek?
He's actually in the building.
Hey, man. Awesome week, man. First, I want to give a big shout out to my pop, Robert Ray Rowland, Shorty Ray.
Yeah.
I got another thing with me being tardy. Me and my daddy was really getting to it on that scotch all day long. God.
And why y'all was getting to it? What's the day?
Oh, day is birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday, man. Yeah, man. If you haven't noticed, I ain't drinking or smoking no cigar, and I'm drinking water. I've been drinking all day long.
Right.
Trying to get everything back together. But yeah, man, happy birthday, Pop. Love you, man. Hope you enjoy your birthday. Also, we got a 4th of July weekend coming up. I want everybody to make sure they party, have a good time, stay safe, and enjoy our nation's independence.
That's right.
A lot of the things that in the media now in regards to this Roe versus Wade, a lot of controversial court cases, gun rights and all that stuff. A lot of it attributed, some of the basic freedoms people feel we have or shouldn't have. So celebrate, the 4th, to celebrate our nation's independence, but also appreciate the independence that you have as an individual. I think being former military and traveling, living abroad, you get a different perspective and see other places. So no matter how much you have a dislike for the country or a certain way things are, I think it's the best thing going.
So you think it's the best thing going?
It's the best thing going. I think it's the best thing going.
And you can travel.
Yeah, you can go other places and it may seem good to visit. Some maybe I live it. Hey, bro, I think it's the best thing going because you really can be all you want to be, even with some shortcomings. Some people try to hold you back here and there, but if you really want to, you can do it here. Right. So. But again, man, tonight's show, before we get started, again, this is Change the Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Tonight's show is where mother kids McDonald's at, have an open discussion about who's responsible for what. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter.
That's right.
We have over 400 videos on the YouTube channel, and we're discussing family, motivation, parenting, life, a lot of good stuff like that. But tonight's show, man, I've been pretty excited about. Because, again, I'm about to switch gears with everything. But I really want to have a discussion because when I see a lot of people making their comments about, the young lady in regards to her getting upset. I see a lot of females, not all, a lot of females, that's right, he should do it, she wrong, he wrong, everybody getting their input. And you see a lot of brothers, well, a man should do it and I feed them all and everything. So we're gonna discuss everybody's opinion. Please, wherever you're at, please feel free to give your input or comments. So we're gonna discuss everything, talk everything, and then I'm gonna give my personal opinions on everything.
Okay.
All right. So please feel free to give your comments and everything. But again, we're streaming the main hub on the YouTube channel for Change Your Lives. The main hub for Change Your Lives is on the YouTube channel. Change Your Lives, hosted by your truly, Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell and get a notification each time we upload a new video. Now going to what we're talking about in regards to where mother kids McDonald's at. when the first time I looked at the video and just seen the brother pull up and, you know, she was talking about, hey, I'm about to expose him.
Right.
And he got out diddly bopping out, you know what I'm saying?
Not knowing what's going on.
Hey, don't even know what the hell finna happen to his ass.
Right.
Got his combo in hand, drink in hand, ready to go take something to his boy. And she like, all right, whatever. What is that? What the rest of the kids? And he like, what? What's wrong?
Right.
And you see the sister, she all what my other kids said, you know, they're supposed to get something. And he said, I got something last week, and then, you know, he can't, you know, he just got something for the kids, and she took it and she threw it out there in the street, you know, acting real raunchy.
Right.
It set the internet on fire because you have so many people giving out their whole rainbow of opinions about what he should and shouldn't do.
Right.
And coincidentally, today I thought it was pretty interesting. They had her response, and that gave me a different perspective.
Okay.
Now I talk about that when she was just talking about, hey, the guy knew what he was getting into, but I'll go into that later when I give my response, what I feel the case of it is. But we start having these discussions, right, about what a person should or shouldn't do. So we start saying that, you know, I do, you know, when you look at, you know, relationship, the thing of it is, Elijah, when you with somebody, do you take it upon yourself to say, look, we got the package deal. I'm dating this woman, and her kids are part of the package. And, you know, I do think that's an admirable way to look at it. You know, me personally, I'd be like, damn, that package.
Right.
You know, I've been stepdad.
But you said the key word, though.
What?
You said when we are dating.
When we dating. And, well, you know, the thing of it is,
we
you know,
kicking it. It's different.
Yeah, well, and you know, I understand the whole point. He done got the combo, and you know, normally you do it and stuff like that. But once they stop, yeah, that's kind of understood. But I just wonder where that came from. And they kind of, you know, when I looked at her later, I was mentioning it now. The video I seen her say today, she said, you know, the other BS she said about, you know, she has other kids. The thing that called me was, she said every now and then he's still trying to kick it with her.
Okay.
Now, if y'all still messing around, you still sleeping with the mom,
okay,
that might be a little different.
Okay.
Now, if y'all ain't an item no more and y'all past tense, I don't think there's no personal obligation.
Okay.
We're doing it. I know everybody, the thing about it, when we look at 30, 45, 1 minute video, I think everybody is actually giving their personal opinion about what people can do. I would have picked my kids up, took them somewhere, this, that, and that. Like, you really know if he had that option.
Right.
I always look at it in terms of when you have kids, when a person have kids with somebody and that other person start dating, that's when things get a lot of touchy with a lot of people. And I can see one of the other baby daddies getting upset because somebody buy his kids combos.
Right.
No matter how hungry the kids is.
Right.
And you never know the whole point of if they have a volatile relationship, if she's called the police on him before, if he done got beat up by or behind her before, if the kids are disrespectful to him, all kind of tangibles we can throw out that you can say, hey, listen, probably why you don't do it. But again, that's social media. We don't know the whole story. And the part of the story that we get is really in actuality what made the story sell. You know what I'm saying? So
how we know that she didn't call him and say, bring your child something to eat, and he said, well, what about the rest of them? She said, don't worry about the rest of them. How we know that? You know what I mean? How do we know?
Absolutely.
I mean, we don't know. We have to go by the video, which probably don't tell the whole story, but there's a lot of variables in there. You know
absolutely.
What I'm saying?
And to your point, stuff like that happens all the time. All the time where people will, quote unquote, get set up, and they get over there and get blindsided totally. Because he's sitting there looking like, huh?
Right.
He just want to give his kid a combo. And I think people really need to take a step back with a lot of things. Because I had a good friend of mine, shout out to my girl, April Showers, ever been on the show before. Everybody had a post yesterday on her Facebook, old school men will take care of stuff.
Right.
And I just remember I was raised by an old school man. Old school man didn't really like dealing with
people children.
Yeah, people children. They really didn't like that.
Right.
I always remember, I told my granddaddy one time, I said, yeah, man, I got a friend of mine. She had 3 kids or something like that. And I'm about 18, 19.
Yeah.
I'm a kid. You know,
Right.
we just kid stuff, kicking
Right.
it. And my granddaddy had a conniption. Huh? As he always say, huh?
Right.
How many kids she got? Like, she got 3, granddaddy. What? I mean, he was like,
Right.
don't even dang, what the hell? Yeah, don't even damn think about it. And, you know, that's their era. You know, like, hey, man, you know, I hear people, well, the men back in the day would do that. I think a lot of times when you had a Mr. Charlie or Reverend such and such stop by, we all done had them.
Right.
You know,
right,
Uncle
right.
such and such.
Uh-huh.
He really wasn't your uncle.
Right.
Especially
right.
when your mama go lock the door.
What kind of uncle is that?
Hey,
Right.
Mom, why you Uncle such and such fighting all the time?
Uh-huh.
Y'all ain't not hollering. You know?
Right.
And why the uncle got you hollering, mama?
Right.
And, I don't think people want to, they look at perspectives like that. I mean, you do have people that'll come around, make sure everybody got something, whatever. But it's just different scenarios. I do think if you with somebody, y'all with each other, it is fair to say, have them kind of expectations. Especially, I don't think it should get to a point where you're with them, when I'm talking as a couple, and that hasn't been knocked out in the front.
Okay.
See, you know, I think rarely you'll have a situation where somebody dating, guy dating a woman or female dating a guy, he got kids already, and she's doing one thing, and then she switch up all of a sudden while they still together.
Okay.
Not saying it doesn't happen,
Right.
but that rarely happens. A lot of things change after the fact.
After the breakup.
Yeah,
right,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so I just think that's fair that sometimes expectations, you just can't have it the way it was before.
Well, it could have been something just as simple as he might just didn't have enough for everybody. And he wanted to make sure his kids take up, because why? She probably would snap hard if he wouldn't have brought his child. So he was kind of in a damn if you do, damn if you know. He might not had enough. I mean, to be honest with you, he might just had enough for that his child's food. And
And-
normal day, he might have had enough.
Shit, let me tell you something. If he would left it there, his child might have got beat up. And he was the baby. She said
Right.
he the youngest. Yeah, he might have had but a fry left.
Right.
Them other kids, they'll drop it off. Give me your daddy combo. Told your daddy. Bring us one too. They be done beat that kid up.
But so do he say, well, I ain't got enough for everybody, so I'm not bringing nobody none? Or do he bring his own? Just bring it for his child. I mean, sometimes you gotta weigh your options.
Well, I think we started initially. You need to be careful going into these ready-made families.
I was just about to say,
1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 does not equal 5. Again, 1 + 1 =
2.
2. I'm about to damn forget. Think about this shit. 1 + 1 does not equal 5.
Right.
Okay? And I think that simple addition then got lost.
Right.
And you sitting there saying something again, you know, I'm sitting here talking, knowing that me being a single dad, and I got kids and all that kind of stuff, I can understand somebody be hesitant.
Right.
You know, hey, look, I don't want to get into that kid. I'm cool with that.
Right.
I am totally cool with that.
Right.
I ain't got no expectations or whatever, this, that, and that. But when you do have that kind of stuff, especially when you got attachments happen, I can understand the frustration. I do think people need to be realistic in regards to just breakups, period, that those kind of things happen. You know, he ain't dealing with you no more.
Right.
He might got a new girl, and she might got 3,
Right.
just like you.
Right.
You know. And
But my question is it really his responsibility to that point, to that? I mean, forget about old school guys would have did it, you know, regular guys who just care would have done it. Is it his responsibility to do so?
I don't think when a person dates or become in a relationship with anybody, they damn kids' responsibility then. Hell no.
Right.
Now, whatever you guys agree on,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
You know, now I think it's unrealistic to get with somebody, y'all a couple, and she's in need with her children, and you don't assist her.
Okay.
But I don't think you're obligated. Again, it goes back to me what you guys agree on. Because I say that to say, you go into a situation, you say, look, you know, I got you. I got all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But them kids, they got a daddy that's very involved.
Right.
You know, or she really don't want you to say that to them.
Right.
You know, and again, we go back to whatever y'all agree on. Because, you know, you do got some people out here, I think that they ain't, you know, semi-crazy, think that you're going to take care of the kids, but you can't say nothing to the kids.
Right.
That's a whole nother show.
No, that's a total, yeah.
Well, you know, we did the show, step parents discipline step kids. And you know, everybody would, no.
Right.
If the, ain't no way in the hell. If I take care of your kids, I better whoop their tail.
Right. I'm
No.
paying all these bills.
What the hell I look like going to you, you know, such and such cussed me out, such and such did this, such and such did that, and then you got expectations for me to help you out with this? Hell no.
Right.
No, trust me. Hell no. Hell no. And I see all the posts with the men, you know, talking about, well, a man gonna do that. If I'm with her, I take care of what a real man do. You're a damn fool. No, hell, you know. If you feel that way and y'all agree on it, cool. That don't make you any less a man if you helping with her with that kid or not, or any less a woman if it's the other way around. It's just really what y'all agree on. Now, I'm just say this as now while me saying this, let me say this. If the parent with the children is not wanting you to say nothing, that's just it. That's why I go back to what you agree on.
Right.
But you got to be mindful of, if I'm dealing with this person, could I have some responsibility? Could I do this? You can say that. If they need it, if they need the help, and you know it,
Right.
yeah, you're wrong.
Right.
And I don't want to confuse nobody, but if they don't want your help, what can you say?
Right.
Now you say to yourself, why the hell am I dealing with somebody? They want my, you know, they need me, but they don't want me to say nothing.
Right.
Or they want my help, but they want me to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you go into that.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let's just go delve deeper into, forget the McDonald's. What about if it's school clothes? So if he buy his child new shoes, new school clothes and everything, is he responsible for buying your other 3 children school clothes, shoes and stuff too? Because if we go by the premise of I have other children here, where's theirs, that kind of applies too, doesn't it? I think it kind of covers a wide spectrum of things that can go under that umbrella.
Hey, look here.
Shoes,
Look here.
clothes,
Look.
books.
Hey, he stopped sponsoring when they broke up.
Right.
He stopped sponsoring when they broke up. Hey, it's one thing to sit here and say we have tons of videos and tons of shows about absentee fathers or absentee parents. So when a guy is there to do it, now you're tripping because he doing it for his, but he doing it for the other ones.
Right.
We can't have both ways.
Right.
Come on, now.
And if we broke up wrong, you damn right I'm gonna do just for mine anyway. If we broke up some kind of way that was not conducive to my mental, I'm gonna just take care of my children anyway.
Everybody don't want to be community daddy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here saying, everybody ain't looking to be community daddy
Right.
and all that kind of stuff, right? And shouts out, like I said, I've been there. So, you know, shout out to anybody that's raising somebody else's child and take care of responsibility that another person don't want to do. Big shout out. Like I said, been there. But at the end of the day, you got to be realistic about that's one of the hardest things in the world to do. Because at some point, you're going to get reminded that ain't your child. At some point.
Always.
You know, let's say if the parent is absent or deceased, it may not be that big an issue. But more than likely at some point. And if they ain't yours, you kind of be like, why the hell am I doing this?
Right.
I'm with the woman, so I'm going to do this. Damn that. Damn that. You know, even with the females that dealing with, you know,
Guys.
with children,
Uh-huh.
same thing. Like, that's a lot to take on. And, you know, you sit there and, you know, you done moved on with your life and taking on new things. Your responsibility is what you created, right? You understand when y'all were something, hey, I helped and I assisted and I took care of them too, but that's not it anymore.
Right. Because I was here.
Exactly, man. And to say, hey, why do that? And the kid gonna have stuff. that the other kids ain't. Well, that's that custodial parent fault for bad decision making.
Right.
And this is the thing I think we miss. You know, something I learned in grad school. We talk about solutions to problems a lot, but we never talk about what caused this.
What caused the problem?
And a lot of times, we really don't talk about bad decision making.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to use this whole point because a lot of times it gets spun around, blame it on the mom, blame it on the mom. I'm going to blame it on whoever.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you have a baby with a guy, you know he ain't, you know, because men don't get sorry overnight. So if you have a baby by a guy,
right,
that he ain't working, doing this and all that other kind of stuff, baby come, bless you, baby come, sorry daddy and all that other kind of stuff, you know, who you gonna blame?
Right.
You know, you need to take care, you know he ain't gonna do it, right? Same thing, fellas. If she's sitting there stripping, she's sitting there selling stuff, you know, you met her like that, you met her on Backpage, you met her on Craigslist.
Right.
She was fun and fine.
Right.
But you met her there.
Uh-huh.
And now, oh man, she's selling tail around my baby. She sitting there, got my baby at the flame while she's stripping. You met her like that.
Right.
You
That
can't
what turns
trip.
you on to it.
Hey, you can't trip.
Right.
My granddad said all the time, you playing dirt, gonna get in your eye.
Right.
So it can go for a man or a woman.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, because you made the bad decision to have this baby with this person, I ain't trying to blame nobody. We just got to be aware. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we can't, you know, it's co-signing for a loan.
Uh-huh.
I got 4 boys, Lab.
Right.
Go to the dealership with any one of them, I co-sign for the loan.
Uh-huh.
And I'm saying, if my son default on this loan, I'm going to take responsibility.
Yeah, it's going to be your responsibility.
Right?
Right.
If you know 9 times out of 10, you're the responsible person, but the person you're kicking with aren't responsible or unstable, you saying to yourself, I'm co-signing for a loan. In the event they don't do right, I'm going to be stuck. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And I ain't trying to say tough or you just, you know, whatever out, but you got to be realistic. Mm-hmm. If I made a bad decision on the female to have a child with, and now I got all this stuff, man, they doing this around my kid, man, they got this person messing with my child, this, that, and that. Hey, man, I got to own something like, man, I shouldn't have did that. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have, you know, whatever. That's not the end of the world, but a lot of times people want to pivot that off. Mm-hmm. Most of the time because the young ladies are the ones stuck with the child. Right. We tend to like blame, you know, men. But some brothers out here too got, you know, baby mamas got their kids and, you know, they are really like, man, they stressing the hell out because their kids really get mistreated. Mm-hmm. But again, sometimes the root go back to, but why in the hell you have a baby with them?
Right.
Why in the hell did you have a baby with them?
Right.
Nobody really want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because now we got to sit there and just have some accountability. Mm-hmm. You know, the thing I think people say a lot of things that they want, but they never experience that.
Right.
Well, I think the man should do this. I think, well, what man do that? Because most of the time, making them kind of comments, a lot of them people ain't got nobody that's actively involved. Uh-huh. And I hear some of these damn guys, well, a real man would do this, and a real man, I don't know about that. I don't agree with that. I think, quote unquote, real men would do what they do. If they get something for the child, to assist the child and the mother, they will. If they don't do nothing, I don't think that make them any less a man. I do think you shouldn't actually do anything that's going to torment another child or something like that intentionally. That's a key word, guys, intentionally. If it's intentional, you know you're just trying to rub it in another little kid's face, that's one thing. But you ain't being malice. You ain't got no you can't do nothing about how it affects the other siblings seeing they sibling eat.
Right.
You can't do that.
You can't.
You know?
It's not I think a lot of times when we get in these relationships and we quote unquote they got kids and we've been taking care of them through the relationship, the expectation is that it carries over to after the relationship, but not if you got other baby daddies. You know, I like you said, bad decision. I made a smart decision to have 3 children by one person. That's it. No other children, no other baby mamas, none of that. 3 children by one person. That was the decision I made. So if I'm dating you and you got, for one, and I'm just speaking for me. For one, you got 3 children. How many baby daddies is that? You get that? We let's start there. How many? If I'm one and you got 3 other ones, how many of those other 3 are different baby? Is it 2 other baby daddies or 3 other baby daddies? So you gotta, those things have to be weighed in when you do stuff like this. Because and then I got a question. Well, when they bring their kids something, do they bring my child something? You know, it's those things have to be answered.
Or do they get pissed off because you got their child something?
Right.
You know?
I don't need that nigga bringing my baby no food.
Hey, it happen all the time.
Right.
Well, and another thing just take into consideration too is that when you get in them kind of situation with doing it, the dynamics is once that relationship is split, now everybody going in different directions. Mm-hmm. When you were there, you could say, hey, do this and that because you and that young lady together, or you and that young man together. Mm-hmm. Y'all done split up. So you ain't in this house no more, you can't tell them what to do.
Right.
That's if they get in a new relationship or not. But you're not there no more. Mm-hmm. So everybody going different paths. You do have situations where you have people that are in relationships and because they had a bond with that particular kid, they continue to go with it, and that person still was doing that. I get it.
Right.
I get it. But you let time go along, especially if another person come involved, and they're in that house with that child, not their daddy, but your old boyfriend still talking to them and doing this kind of stuff, and then you in the house with them, and then you got a different philosophy of how they need to be doing. Oh, hell no, man, come on.
Right.
But that's not called reality.
Right.
And I just think a lot of times we have situations like that, just especially looking at that video, there's so many variables that were missed. You don't know. Because it's easy for me to sit there and look at 30 seconds of your life, especially if somebody cutting up like that, and just have all my opinions about who's right and who's wrong. But you really don't know unless you know the whole story.
Right.
And then you're going to get 3 stories, his story, her story, and the truth.
Right.
You know, and so that's the thing about it. But we start looking at it for the obligation, what a person should do. Me personally, I don't think they're obligated to do a damn thing. You know, and that's from the get-go. Usually, from a male perspective, if you care about the woman and the kid there, you probably gonna do things because you care about that woman. And it's gonna make you do that because you ain't finna sit there, see a kid do it out, and you right there about it. You know, morally, that probably will get you, just seeing that. But after things over, you went to a different direction. That's some things you got to kind of come back like, look, man, things are different. Because like I said again, she move on, you move on. You know, you say, well, look, you tell your new girl, well, I got to go buy them stuff, them kids, or that's something. Or or your new girl telling you she got to buy her old boyfriend kids something.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's an explanation in
itself. I ain't
itself.
that nice a damn guy. Come on, man. Got a big ass diamond suck on my damn forehead.
Say a quick lick on your face.
Come on now. Any comments, anything layout?
Not yet. I don't know. This thing has been going around for a few days, so people have their own opinions. Nobody said nothing yet.
Well, see, one of the biggest things, again, the night show we're talking about where my other kids McDonald's at. Trying to get at who's responsible for that. Was it the young man's responsibility? Was it the young lady's?
Was it their old daddy? Was the other kids' daddy responsibility? I mean, to be honest with you, why we not talking about them and why they ain't lined up in a row, all bringing their kids something to eat?
But here's the deal, Lab, that we're going back. You don't know if they did. They daddies might have came by before and gave everybody one.
Right.
They daddies might have came and got the same thing, and they video just didn't. It did the same exact thing, and they video just didn't go viral. Okay. I'm just saying, like you don't know.
Right.
You wish people handle things a different way than they handle it, but again, when you start putting this one thing people gotta understand. When you start putting your business out there, you put it out there for public scrutiny. And that's the thing about it. And you say, well, people got opinions. Yeah, you put it out there because you probably thought your opinion was the right one and the one of the majority. But when people find out everybody don't see the world through the same lens that they do, that's when they start feeling funny about certain things, right? So we started talking about, screaming about where my McDonald's, and to your point, which is a great point. Okay, where Christmas?
Right.
Where school clothes?
All their birthdays.
Exactly. No.
Right.
Once we That's it. Or if we never was this and I'm taking care of that, I'm not obligated with that.
Right. I mean, if I was in a relationship with you and I never took care of the other kids anyway, why would you expect me to do it now? Because it may have been a case where he never did it. He's like, them ain't my children. I'm taking care of my child. You know what I'm saying? He might have did that through the whole relationship, and all of a sudden she want to put it on video now. We don't know. And he might have been doing what he normally does.
Yeah, I got flustered yesterday when I was sitting there looking like that. You know, when I hear the comments, well, that's what make a real man to do that. And I hear see the guys, well, you know, if I'm with the woman, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I think that's usually kind of the thing we all do. Like, I've been there before. And when they little, when they get about 16, 17, real daddy pop up, and, you know, all the hard work done, and now you getting treated like you a stepdaddy or a stepmama. You see how much a real one you is then.
Right.
A real SUCKER. What we got here? Rick said, no matter the number of kids or daddies, is always fall back on the mama kids. You know what? But that go back what I was saying before. That's a fair point. It's just most of the time the mothers have the children.
Right.
So it's most of the time because the mothers have the children. That vantage point, it looks at like, mine let's stay with me most of the time.
Right.
So I'm sitting there like, hey man, you know, somebody want to help or do something for them, appreciate it.
Right.
But would I have expectations afterwards? No.
Right.
No, and I don't think I should. If I have a child with them, and I don't think I should. You know, and the kids probably feel some type of way because that person that used to do for them not doing for them no more, possibly. But those to me are the consequences of breaking up.
Right.
The consequences gonna affect everybody. They gonna affect
ends. It ends.
Yeah.
Now, for me, when relationship ends, it ends. It's just over. I mean, I'm not. You know, if we don't have children together, I don't need to talk to you or deal with you no more. But if we got children together, that's different. But if we don't have children together, I don't need to deal with you. I don't need to deal with nothing you got going on. It's over.
I get that.
And if we do have children, you have children by somebody else. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth for me. This just speaking for me. I'm going to throw a little salt in the game. If I'm buying my child something and your other children there, I'm going to get your other children something. That's just how I'm going to do it. Now, if I don't have enough money to get your other children something, my child not going to be hungry. I'm just going to be 100% honest.
The mother ain't going to be either. They're going to beat your child up.
It don't matter. Hey, if I know how them children are, I'm be like, send my child out to the car, let him sit in the car, talk to him.
But they going back, we talked about last, we don't know the variables.
Right.
And you know, again, I think it's, to your point, you know, when you break up, you don't know how things gonna go. I think everybody, like you said, if we done, we done. But you don't know what kind of, you done got a bond with them other kids that's not biologically yours. They love you, you love them.
Right.
But when you split, you don't know how these folk gonna act. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's it? Lad don't see the gray. He thinks West Side people different.
Well, and it's not even about West Side. It's just in general. It's just like for me, I have a soft spot for children. To a certain, you know, it's just I don't think it's their fault that they in that situation. So, like I said, if I have enough money to buy all the children something, I'm gonna get it. And if I can figure out a way to maneuver what I have to get them all something, I will do that. I'm not gonna lie, I will do that. But at the same time, you can't expect me to do it every time because I may not have the financial capabilities to do it all the time. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want you getting into the mindset of thinking, and this guy may have done it a few times and didn't have enough money.
He said I did last week. Right. Well, I do think, to the point we looking at, if you got if that person has a bond with kids that they didn't biologically make, I can understand, hey, once, the adults go in different directions, they want to still do stuff. I think what the common denominator people forget is, as time go on, people change, and you don't have the same influence, you don't have the same authority, that you had when you were with that person or you was in that particular household.
Right.
Because again, you know, you saying like, hey, you need to do this, that, and that. You ain't with their mama no more.
Right.
You ain't with their daddy no more. And again, the new person got opinions on how they want things too.
Shant, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess the name up. Ballard is the last name.
Who?
Ballard.
Who?
Ballard is the last name.
Who's that?
It's the last name on Facebook.
Okay.
I can't pronounce his first name.
Chancia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Champ. Okay.
He said that's the petty.
That's a she now. I'm a girl.
You see how to say he or she. Said that's the petty relationship they have. If the relationship and the love was good, he would probably buy everyone something or give her money to get something for everyone. We don't know the variables, but we do know. But what we do know is that the relationship is not on the same accord.
Well, and that's a fair point.
Right.
That's a fair point. What's up, Champ? I think that's a fair point. I think when people do split, they probably split, unless it's kind of like hatred, with good intentions. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Hey, look, we ain't together, but I'm still gonna look after them and everything like that. But things happen.
Right.
You gonna move on. I'm gonna move on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they gonna grow.
Right.
People can pop up, like I said, the biological mama pop up, the biological daddy pop up, and then, you know, of course, the thing with the variables, I'm just talking about just stuff in the future. I ain't even taking in situational variables. I'm just talking about as life goes on. As life goes on, things change.
Right.
Usually, kind of like if nobody pops up or doing things like that. And I've seen situations where, you know, old boyfriend still got an influence on a child that the mother used to date and they moved on. I've seen situations like that. And even with a new person coming in, people be amicable and stuff like that. I've seen it. But that's not the norm.
Right.
That's not the norm what happens.
Right.
Because again, the new person can have a whole different philosophy on how they want to do certain things. And when their philosophy plus the custodial parent, whatever they do it, you know, just things change. Don't make them right or wrong, it's just different. And people don't really, to me, take that in consideration.
Right. Everybody's philosophy on life and how to live it, love and all that stuff is always different.
Yeah.
Raising children is different.
Absolutely.
And just because you was in another relationship and that person, that relationship, y'all had an amicable, you know, understanding of things, y'all moved on, he still did things and took care of things, you was still friends with the family and everybody was friends with everybody, doesn't mean the next relationship is going to be like that. The next person may not have that philosophy.
Yeah.
The next person, when y'all break up, may be like, once I sever ties with you, I sever ties with everybody.
Yeah.
Except for my child or whatever it may be. But once I sever ties, I don't need to be friends and family with my, you know what I'm saying, with my exes and they family and they friends and we all start still talking, hang up, because that's not my philosophy.
Yeah.
It may have been your philosophy and your ex's philosophy, but that's not my philosophy. We all think different. We all are different people. We all have experienced life different, and certain things we just don't do. Just like certain things that person may not do, that I might think is you know what I'm saying?
That was a challenging thing with me personally in my divorce, because majority of my ex-in-laws, you know, especially out of town, you know, still, you know, hey man, you know, still be social media friends, but probably some of the closer ones, probably my wife's siblings, you know, some parents, they, you know, they just pretty much cut me off, and my folks not like that.
Right.
At the end of the day, I might not like it, but that's how they do it.
Right.
You know, don't like it, that's how they do it.
Right.
But you know, I always say, keep that energy now.
Right.
Shit. But the vast majority of my ex-in-laws, you know, I'm pretty sure if I see them, they're going to speak to me. We show somebody some love or whatever, this, that, and that. But the ones that cut me off, I can't really say I didn't like it. But they, like you said, like, that's just how they get down.
Right.
That's how they get down, you know. But I always say, when you get down a certain way, you got to be able to keep that up, you know. But with it, you know, to your point, which I think that's an excellent point, that doesn't make them right. That don't make them wrong.
It don't make you wrong.
You know, or exactly.
It's just
for me,
how we do.
Yeah, because I got an expectation like, dang, me and her ain't together, we ain't cool.
Right.
All right.
Right.
But still keep that energy.
Right.
But, you know, that's the kind of thing I think a lot of times people really can't understand. Well, why all of a sudden now, you know, you used to love them, I still may love them, but it may be just sometimes even protect your feelings, protect your sanity, because you care about it. They not, you got authority with yours.
Right.
You can't really say nothing to them no more because you're not around them. And that may be to protect you in regards to you getting hurt, emotionally or legally, trying to say something. You know, so everybody have different ways they want to go about it. I just think that a lot of times it's not necessarily a set way how we can go about it, because everybody gonna have a different situation. Somebody got a comment?
Yeah.
Champ.
Yeah.
Say champ. Can't go wrong with champ.
Right now, she said, right now I think the problem is the mother just don't have enough money for everyone, and her pride is too strong to ask him to do what he's doing in a better manner, or he'll just let me hold something until. I'm sorry, and I'm reading this from a distance, so that's why I seem like I can't read. Until they'll just let me hold something until 11, so everyone can eat together. Okay.
but okay, to that point, mom may be proud with mom. She may be upset, whatever. I get it. Mom might got a refrigerator full of food.
Right.
Mom, like I said before, the other daddies might have just came by and dropped some food off.
Right.
She just might not like him. She just may want to manipulate the situation. She may just be evil, right? You never know. We going off a 30-second, whatever.
Right.
We're doing that and stuff.
She might be just evil.
Yeah, she might just be damn evil.
Right.
Well, who gonna throw food in the street? Who do that?
Right.
Who do that?
Pay for food.
Man.
And then the bottom line is, to me, is you threw the food in the street. What did that solve? Because that child is still hungry.
Man, and think about it. Hell, and all going back, that child might be full.
Right.
I'm just saying, you never know. She said, "No, I got the other ones." You don't know what. I mean, she might have had all. You never know the situation.
Right.
It's more so. Let's go back to the question: is he obligated?
Right.
Because we assuming she ain't got no money. We assuming the other kids ain't got nothing to eat. We're assuming that, nothing was paid for. We don't know that. What we know is he came over. She said you didn't get any other kids, and she threw it away. The question we have is he obligated? Before we get into all that, why do you think she posted it? Because she evil as hell. That's what I think. I think she posted
to expose him. She said in the beginning, "I'm going to expose him."
Well, and to that point, Slick just asked, why do you think she posted? I think she posted it because she felt a certain way. And she felt the majority of people will feel a certain way. That's why people always say, "I'm gonna expose you."
She wanted to get validation.
Well, yeah, exactly.
She was thinking.
You think, you know what I'm saying? But people gotta say, everybody don't see the world the way you do. And a lot of times people do certain things. Like I guarantee you, that young lady was not expecting rebuttals to her behavior.
And she wasn't respecting the rebuttals from other women.
Exactly.
That what really threw her in the loop right there.
Exactly. But that's why I go back to, when you put your personal business out here in the street, you got to take everything to come along with it. And that's just real talk. But when we're going back to, like I said, me personally, I don't feel he obligated.
Right.
But I think he put himself in a real funky situation when you're dealing with somebody that has other responsibilities, and you start doing things a certain way, and at the end of the day, hey, that's what happened. I done seen guys that married women with children, adopted the children, took them on. They minds, I'm going to raise them. They got divorced, and now they paying child support on children they didn't make.
Right.
Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum. Hum.
Right.
Got him.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question. Since she said in the video that they were still, that I guess she said that they were still messing around and stuff. Maybe it was one of those, if you want to mess with me, you still want to mess around with me, you got to take care of my children too.
And that's fair. I think that's fair.
You get what I'm saying?
I think that's fair.
You still trying to get it. We all know it come with a cost, right?
I think that's fair. They kicking it.
If they still kicking it off and on.
Yeah, I think that's
fair.
a
part of the, I guess she's trying to say that's a part of it. We still kicking it off on. You come over here, we do whatever, whoop, whoop, and this is part of that.
I think that's fair. And honestly, if they still kicking it, you taking care of before you probably they probably aren't kicking it, because if they were doing it, if in my mind, again, I'm going by all this whatever they saying.
Right.
if he was doing it before when they were kicking it, if they still screwing around, I can see him having a problem with doing it if they still screwing around.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If they still, if they done broke up and they still having sex, I can see he would still do it and probably wouldn't mind doing it. But if he tried and she said no, I can see. That's probably why he didn't get it.
Right.
Don't get that man some.
Well, I don't know who Facebook user is, but they was talking to Champ, and they was saying that
Gotta get in the mic.
Her nail. They can hear me.
I hear you different.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, they were saying that her hair and nails were done. So as far as what Champ was saying, that she didn't have the money, was just not her pride wouldn't let her ask for it. Facebook user was saying, well, her hair and nails was done, so she had to have the money somewhere. If she had all that, she could have used that hair and nail money to get the kids something to eat.
Man, how many of us done went over that house with the hair and nails done, and they got them baking soda and old ramen in the refrigerator?
Right.
Water and ramen. And they suited and booted. Right. They got they new Peruvian long nails. Refrigerator full of water and ramen.
Right. Well,
that's a rock.
Right.
That don't mean a damn thing.
That really doesn't say anything. That really doesn't say anything.
Hell no.
Because that's just something fly to catch the next one's eye.
And them 4-foot lashes.
Right.
Shit, they got all that. Ain't got nothing in the damn fridge. That don't mean a damn thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff might have been sponsored. Right. Mr. Charlie got the hair.
It may have been just for that.
There you go. Mr. Charlie got the hair. Mr. Eddie got the lashes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody got a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has a purpose.
Yeah. Poochie paid for the makeup, you know. They done pieced it all together, Lamb.
Right. But I guess they said if you could piece all that together, you could piece some meals together for them children.
Well, they ain't thinking about that. We got to look good. We eat later.
Mm-hmm. I guess we all have our visions are different, because and I'm just speaking for me, my children, when I was married, I would look raggedy as I would go without so they can have. You get what I'm saying? Because I felt like they was a representation of me. So with all the nails and all that stuff, they wouldn't have been done. And I don't get nails. I'm just saying, I would go without for my children. So sometimes, if that's the case, you have to look at that too as a part of her morals or her sense of responsibility. If she wants to get her hair and nails done and all that stuff and don't want to take care of the children, what does that say about her as the parent?
But again, Lab, we assuming they didn't have no food.
Right.
She never said that nobody went eating. She was pissed off because he didn't get what we know.
Okay.
We know she was pissed off because he arrived with 3 combos not for the other kids.
Right.
We don't know if they're hungry. We don't know if they're broke.
Right.
We don't know none of that.
Right.
She make another video, said he trying to kick it. Still doing that, so he should have got his son. She said she told him. She knew. But she was dealing with him. She had 3 kids. That child the youngest. He was doing it before. And she saying he still should keep that same actions up together.
Okay.
We don't know if she broke. We don't know if she needing.
Okay.
We just know she was pissed off. I'm just going off that. We know she was pissed off. And what we talking about is he even obligated to it? Right. That's the thing about it. And I'm sitting there like, hell no. Hell no. No.
So the other kids may be so full, they been over the corner throwing up.
Oh, man. Man, we don't want no more cut. They mad he ain't get no Zaxby's. Tired of McDonald's.
Right.
His dad bought McDonald's today.
On a lighter note, real quick, I saw a video today of a guy. He had his girlfriend child in the front seat, his baby in the back seat, and he had only bought his baby some food. He's like, yeah, I'm only buying me and my baby some food. Ain't that right, baby? Ain't it good? And the little baby in the back said, yeah, you need to make your daddy buy you some food. And he said, thank you, baby. Yeah. He's like, I like you, dog, but you ain't my child. I got to feed my own child. You know what I'm saying?
He going to hell.
And the little boy in the front seat just looking. when the crying because they eat McDonald's, he's like, this McDonald's good hell. I mean,
lab on one. I ain't saying torment no child.
right? Because you damn sure was tormenting that
I ain't
child.
saying torment no child or anything like that. I am saying we got to be honest about sometimes we have the expectations on things that we really can't control. Because obligation is something serious. Obligation is what you're supposed to do,
Right.
not what I want you to do. And I think that's what a lot of times people get confused. Because I want certain behaviors, because I want certain actions, we feel strongly, well, you know, we talk about them opinions, and we have facts and opinions, and
Right.
some people have a strong opinion that they believe is a fact.
Right.
And because, like, nah, that's what you should, that's how you feel. And everybody's entitled to feel how they feel. But that doesn't mean you can impose that on other people.
Let me ask you a question. It's a fact of obligation and responsibility because those things, they sound the same, but they're actually different. Responsibility is, this is something that I know that I have to take care of. I'm responsible for this. Obligation is, you telling me I need to do, you ask me I need to do something, and I say, yes, I'm going to do that. Then I'm obligated to do it. I'm not responsible to do it. I obligated myself to do it because you asked me to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm not responsible for it.
We can look at them all as the same thing. I just to even to the point we're going. If the law says you're responsible,
Right.
or if the law says you're obligated, you are.
Okay.
And if the law says you ain't, you're not.
Right.
Now I think sometimes morally, say okay, look, you should be able to do this or whatever, but we just go with the law. Well, we talking about fact and opinion, black and white. The law is saying this is your child, blood test, legitimization, all this other kind of stuff is in place, and you are actually responsible for this particular child. That's yours. You're responsible for it and everything. I get it, but if you turn around and say, like, look, that's not my responsibility, and we've already established, we know that this child illegally, your obligation, your responsibility, we can't waive on that.
Right.
And you want to make that my obligation or make that my responsibility, and I have no legal ties to it. Hell no.
Right. Right.
Because then we gotta go into the fact and opinion.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going more legally, because that's it.
Right.
Because I can go to jail behind not doing it.
Right. I got you.
But if I can't go to jail, why, I might get people upset. All person you're responsible for is yours.
Okay.
Morally, you may say, okay, cool. I don't think somebody right to torment a child, tell the child I ain't gonna give him nothing. You doing that? I don't think that. Especially if you talk to a person that's coaching and did with other 4 kids over 20 years, and I felt responsible for the kids that I coached when I had around me, and I wanted to take super care because I do think that's a parent's most prized possession, their children. So when a person give you that, you should go out your way to make sure, okay, everything's safe.
Right.
But hey, look, that ain't my responsibility if I don't have them.
Right.
When I'm coaching them, I got it.
Right.
When they away, I can't. It ain't.
Right.
We can go into all this village and all this other kind of stuff. The problem with the village
It takes a village.
The problem with the village mentality, everybody in a different damn hut.
Right.
And I don't know what the hell going on in your hut.
Right.
We might be whooping butt in my hut.
Right.
And y'all might be able to time out.
Timing out. Y'all
Time out. Turn around. I'm sick of you.
Right.
I'm going to take your social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I might be able to, what I'm saying, right upside the head. What the hell wrong with you, boy?
Everybody behind closed doors, the hut is different.
Yeah.
Right.
So, damn that village.
Right.
And I be trying, and it kill me. People always talk about the village when they got badass kids, or something off with their child.
Right.
No. They ain't listen. I got some great people that'll help my boys develop and all this other kind of stuff and everything like that. But I ain't gonna sit here and say it took me, and it took me putting my kids in the right place. Do I consider that a village? I don't know about that. Right. I think a lot of times people do certain things to kind of take a lot of accountability off themselves. And we start having these conversations about what somebody obligated to do or do certain things and stuff like that, they're out of their mind. You know what a person has done, what Lab may do for a female after the relationship is what Lab would do. Don't make Lab right or wrong. It may Lab.
Right.
What Poochie do, same thing. If I don't care to do it, it don't make me right or wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You choose to
That's
do.
what I choose to do. And if that female tells me I don't want you to have no more conversation with my kid, it'll hurt me. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. What it is.
Right.
I just told you, man. I was in a situation. A lot of my in-laws.
Right.
Hey, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. Yeah, what it is. Now, you know, when our crazy father-in-law, ex-father-in-law went trying to post stuff, everything. Now, you know, that wrong.
Right.
But, you know, can't expect too many, you know, from that nut. But, you know, if somebody put it's the mother's responsibility. I think, you know, whoever, you know, and again, I think what we seen in that situation here, to me, was that mother, but, you know, it could be the father. Like I said, I got kids. And, you know, young lady get attached to me or get attached to my kids. We go in separate ways. You know, I don't know. She don't want to. She might used to take my kids here, and she stopped doing that. I mean, I can't trip.
Right.
I might not like it. My kids may be hurt, but she got to cope and move the way she got to move.
Right.
But she might get a new person in her life, and that's just on me. That's on Pop. You feel me? And that's why I will say this: people need to be very, very, very guarded. But when they bring people in. Imagine a man telling a mother she has to bring his other kids some food. I think any damn body they're doing it. You know, we're doing it. Like I said, I can look at it with myself like, hey, you know, we're doing it. I think because you know, just we call it chauvinistic, or however you want to look at it. Women just ain't gonna have expectation because again, most of the time, the young lady's gonna have a child. You know, so we really don't want to turn the tables around in regards to if it was the other way around, we're doing it. But I just think from a individual standpoint, hey, you got to be realistic, like how people handle breakups. You break up with somebody and you be like, man, we're going to be friends, we'll be cool. And you be thinking, okay, well, at least we can talk. Or, you know, if you date somebody, don't bring them around me. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I might see my ex-wife with her dude and he all this, that, and that. I can't be over there. Shit, that wrong. You know, I don't give a damn. I be like, man, what's up? But it's just you can't trip about how people move forward.
Right.
And I think that's the kind of thing we just gotta be straight up about. I think anytime you have them kind of things, especially with children involved, and you have them separations, you just don't know.
Yeah.
You just don't know, and that's I think if nothing is intentional to hurt a person, and you know my old rule, just be fair. I wouldn't try to hurt nobody, but on the flip side of it is too, I can't control how Lab handle it,
right,
or how this person handle it. So you know those kind of things I think we need to really take into consideration. Anybody got a comment? Okay, that's one of the biggest things I think a lot of times people miss. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, we done shot way past time. Freestyling. But listen, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight again. I'm Deonte Burden, Change the Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Tonight's show we talked about, let me get this last one. Can you read that loud?
The female, Tyranea, if that's your name, I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. If the female had any smarts in her, she would ask the father for $15 for the kid to eat, and went to the store and bought 6 ground meat, 3 pasta sauce, $2 spaghetti noodles, and boom, they ate. I guess when you put it that way.
But we still assuming they ain't had no damn money.
Right.
She might got money.
She might got a pocket
They
full of
might have
money.
just ate.
Right.
She just didn't want him to bring something for his baby, and the other one eat. We assuming they ain't had
The
nothing.
other children might have ate 30 minutes earlier.
Man, they might be in there right now with damn Burger King.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're just eating. His child might got a combo in there too.
Right.
She just said, you bring something, you got to bring something for all of them.
Right.
We have no clue if that woman out of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
might
can't.
not want to spend her money.
Yeah, I'm just saying we can't. I can't see personally. You know, again, if they really hungry, hell, if her ass hungry, she gonna throw the damn food away.
Right.
She ain't damn stupid.
If they hungry, she
yeah,
wouldn't
exactly,
do that.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. And you know, and when I see her with that Peruvian, man, you know how they do.
Right.
She done hit my 10 brothers up after 25. Let me get $20. Huh? Got that?
Cash out by 10 people, that's $250.
Yeah, that $250 special. $15. Huh? She ain't doing nothing with that Peruvian. No. She done hit 10 dudes $20. Hey, that cash, ching, ching,
cash
ching,
is going
ching,
off.
ching. Hey, she ain't hurt for no money. She ain't hurt for no money.
Cash out
Hell no.
Cash out the chime stay
Oh,
going off.
man.
No.
Hey, come on. I'm these 10 today.
Right.
These 10.
Right.
You know how it is. You know, hey, ain't nobody thinking that about it.
Right.
You know, you ain't mind seeing the 10 or the 20. $200,
keep it
$200,
warm.
$200.
Right.
Hey, man, come on now. Hey, trust me. Hey, nobody was hungry. Ain't nobody hungry.
I don't believe nobody was hungry because she wouldn't do that food in the street.
Nah, y'all talking about grocery shopping too. Hell no, they door dashing. Shit.
They had Maggiano's in the back.
Yeah. He pulled up in that old Monte Carlo, hopping out. No, they door dashing. Nah, trust me. Trust me, man. Trust me.
Right.
That woman ain't. No. I might be wrong. That might be my strong opinion.
Slightly.
Yeah, that might be my strong opinion. But I don't think she need to add up no $15.
Right.
No. She might. Hell no. She hitting 10 brothers up on the text.
Because just like she asked him and told him to bring it, she didn't ask the others and told them to bring it too.
Yeah, I tell you that cash up going like a machine gun.
Right.
Ching. Shit. Ain't nobody eat no damn spaghetti over there. They DoorDash. Go Olive Garden, Mom. Call Olive Garden.
Uber Eating.
What shit? Ain't nobody. I heard that boom. Hell no. They spaghetti. Hell no. Nah, we ain't eating that over there.
Right.
No, they ordering right there from Olive Garden. We going to hell now.
Right.
Yeah, man. Man, you know how they do it. Shit.
Right.
Here go Poochie, here go Lab, $20. And hey, I usually have for 20.
They can't ask Lab
Hey.
for 20 because Lab gonna say, well, what the other ones give you?
Hey, Lab. Hey, Lab, and here we go. Think we a player.
All right.
20. Oh,
I'ma
man.
send you
Here,
40.
let me feel you 40. Dumbass boy.
I'm not sending nothing.
Oh, she on
I'm
it.
gonna ask first, like, well, what your other dude sing you?
Well,
I'm not the last one on the list.
Lab is the 1%.
Right, I sure am. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask.
Everybody else sitting at 30, 40. Oh, she ain't that for them, but man, where she at? You know, you have 15, you're gonna get 30. After 20, you're gonna get 40.
Right.
You know.
Somebody tell me, you my number one. Well, who's number two? I'm always gonna ask.
That's why Lab is not getting a cash up request.
Exactly.
You crazy hell, man. Hey, this been fun, y'all. This been real fun. And the moral of the story is, guys, please just be careful. Focus on, decision making, on certain situations when you actually dealing with people, who you bringing around your children, how you separate with children involved. You want everybody to make sure they be adults, but again, I say we don't necessarily know what be a good way or what be a fair way. Because like I say again, I think, again, that exit that I take, you take, or whatever, and how I cope with my exit, it may be different. It may be different. And we really don't know. Got a comment?
Yeah, Champ said she just pick up her child and just spend time with them while they eat. I agree.
And wait for the DoorDash to come on. You and a McDonald's, your child. Bing, bing. DoorDash.
DoorDash and
Olive Garden. All the other kids, Okay. Boy, I better wake up.
Right.
Wake up. When I see her in that Peruvian and she doing this,
Right.
you know how they do that little thing where they get that new hair, they throw it all like this. Shit. Oh, she.
They brand Hollywood new, right?
No.
Hollywood.
Hey, man, no. The hell? She ain't need no damn McDonald's.
At all. She's
Nope.
trying to find a babysitter.
Hey, come on now. Hot girl summer.
Right. What they say, F and N.
F in F and N, F in free, boy.
F and F.
And she look like one of the lead singles. F-R-E. I see her right there on the video. Hey, well, look, we're going to wrap it up, y'all. Hey, man, it's been a blast. Love you guys again. Happy birthday to Pops. Again, like I said, guys, just, be very cognizant and be very aware when we do situations. Nobody want to have splits and stuff like that. I know mine was very rough, don't get me wrong. So I can understand how it can have a very big impact on people and children involved. So be very, very cognizant of how you go about everything. And again, I would still go back to the way I kind of look at it. As long as you feel like you're being fair, and everything. You ain't going to make everybody happy. Everybody ain't going to be pleased the way you leave and stuff like that. But
be fair to yourself first, though.
There you go. Prepare yourself first. And also, guys, check out that video I vote. And it went, man, I think we got almost 3,000 views on how to survive divorce and 4 steps on how to move forward. How to survive divorce and 4 steps on how to move forward. That was a video I did about a week ago, and I think we got about 3,000 views on that video. So, really, I gave my whole blueprint that will help me to be, semi-successful coming out of it and still be, smiling poochie right now. Right. We're coming out of us. Again, check out that video on Change Your Lives, which is about yours truly, Deonte Burden. How to survive divorce and the 4 steps. You can take 4 steps to follow to help you move forward. Guys, again, it's been a blast. See you guys next week. Love you all. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. Take care of yourself, guys, and I'll talk with you soon.